It's Sunday. It's 8 o'clock. It must be stream time. Hi folks, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. So we are exactly where we left off last week. We are just outside the Sorcery cave. What's that actually called again? The Shaleblack Hollow. And in the back of there is the Cave of Kurak. So we have done nothing since last week other than log off and save the game. So let's see who's all here today. So first today, which I think is a first for them too, is Bulwark. Congratulations, Bulwark. First in chat. Hello, I'll see you later this evening. So you're giving away the mystique that you were here right on time. Trevor Stone was second. Congratulations. Although he says, I'll be asleep for the stream. Have a great stream. Oh, thank you very much, Trevor. Bandy B is third. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Let's see, Robert Mannix thing. I think technically you should have been first, Bandy, which makes me second. Way to go, Robert. I'm happy to cede my first place just to the person who comes into not really third. Can't wait for Anger to work this out. Yes, okay. All a bit more complicated. 6 badges. Bonsoir. Good evening, sir. Good to see ya. Rex Havoc, hello. Zarmal, hello. Dragon's Bane. HC Hype says Dragon's Bane. Yakorob 1, hello to you. Hobo Gamer, good to see you. Missed you yesterday, hope all's well. Yeah, everything is fantastic. What actually happened was last night I was out at the Hot Wheels stunt show. So Hot Wheels stunt show is rolled into town, and I took 2 of the boys to that. We actually got tickets to a box. My company has a box in the venue, and we got tickets. So we were in the VIP box watching the Hot Wheels stunt show last night, which was very entertaining. Some really good stunts with cars, 2-wheel cars, drifting cars, performance quads, street bikes, and they also had a couple of classic Hot Wheel toy cars zoomed up into full life-size cars as well. So there was a couple of them going about doing some stuff, including the classic Hot Wheels loop-the-loop. So the end of the night was they had a car that did a loop-the-loop inside the venue, which the run-up into be able to get up to enough speed was apparently quite... They basically had to push it right back into the corner so it could get full speed to go and do the loop-the-loop. For the end of it. So yeah, I was out there last night. That's why I wasn't at either Hobo stream or the Campfire Clown stream last night. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. It was good. Okay, who else is here? Shade, good to see you. How do? How are you? How's the back? How do? Unfortunately, has hurt his back. Bit of an accident. Let me see. Beck the Tinkerbot, good to see you. It's your birthday today. Oh, happy birthday, Beck. Many happy returns indeed. Fantastic. Odin's Chaos Forge, good evening to you. Bad Guy, good evening to you. How are you? 6 is saying, hope you have a good one, Beck the Tinkerbot. Indeed. John Van Antwerp, good to see you. Nice to see you in the live streams. Katrina Vince, good to see you. Did the event today and got a blood pack and a liver. Anyone else? My damn follower ate the liver. What event is that? Have I missed something? Has something happened? Not sure what event is happening at the moment. Yeka Rob is asking, how do we still sore? Bulwark is back. Good evening. Oh, it just skipped forward there. Oh no. Oh no, where did it go? I hate it when it does that. Click on the screen and it jumps forward to the end. Okay, now I've went too far up. Where are we? There we go. There we go. I found it. How do you saying it's actually worse this morning? More pains than it didn't pain yesterday. Oh dear. Not so good. Zeros, good to see you. How are you? People saying feel better. Audio saying the stupid thing is I break up for 2 weeks on Friday from work. Oh dear. Don't want to be spending your 2-week holiday flat on your back. Audio saying Jim Beam and painkillers for the win. Okay. Dragon's Bane saying, while listening to Judas Priest so you can have a sore neck too. Grishnak, good evening. Soren Hansen, good to see you. Audio says, don't know what I feel sorry for, the road or the car's bumper. Don't know which my head hit. Ooh. Nasty. Richard Sharp, good evening. Oh, my throat is feeling dry. How much? I've got 5 minutes. Jim Ewing, howdy from Texas. Good to see you. Confused Barbarian, hello Troy, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, it just skipped again. There we go. There we go. Richard Sharp saying, was that at the Hydro? No, it's at the P&J Arena in Aberdeen, Richard. Don't think it's doing the Hydro. I think it's going... So it's last night and tonight in Aberdeen, and I think it's going to Newcastle after this. And then I think it ends up in London. But yeah, entertaining show. Andrew Hardyman, good to see you. How are you? Bandy B says, my youngest is mad on Hot Wheels. I'm envious. I guess it was more for the kids, without a doubt, more for the kids. But some of the stunts were still pretty impressive. I'm not really into cars myself, but I am into bikes, and the bike stuff, and particularly the quad stuff, the jumps that they were doing on the quads, with doing all the sort of leaps, flying up in the air, and like practically jumping off the quad and landing again, doing loop-the-loops with, or 360 spins on the quads before they landed was very impressive. Let's see. Is that everybody? Random around events around the map at the moment, says Confused Barbarian. Okay. Game Labs, good evening. Good to see you. How are you? Kathy Ann, good to see you too. Tired after shifting gravel. Ooh, that sounds like hard work. Audio says, I read that is shifted grave. Wonder what you'd done with Rob. Right, okay. Let me see. Do I have a water skin with water in? I do. Right, let's get that topped up. There we go. Let's take a bite to eat. Right, so we're outside the cave. We did the cave at the end of the last episode, but we left. I say we. I left a lot of stuff that's pretty cool in there. I sort of went in looking for weapons and perhaps tools, and I forgot to take things like gold coins and healing. So I think what we'll do first, I'm not sure, but because I've just logged off and logged back in again, logged off last week and logged back in again today, I think that the chest will probably have respawned. So let's go and have another run through here and see if we can get something nice. Very dark into this bit. Right, get the stamina back up, because then we're going to run past them. And of course, once you get through here, they don't follow you through into this bit. Right, let's go in here again. We're getting a bit of corruption, but that's okay. We can get that cleared. We could do the whole climbing thing, but let's do the ice bridge. I think it's this one, Forces of Nature. Ice bridge, point it, the dot over where we want it to go. And we can quickly run over. Right, let's see. Oh, silver coins, not really what we want gold coins. There's an axe, we'll definitely take that. Don't care about the rest of it. There's another one. Can't really do anything. We'll take the hatchet, we'll take the war hammer. Can't do anything, we can't break down gold bars because you need a chest for that. Gold coins. Where's the other chest? Up there. Use my suspensor belt to get up here. Oh no, we fell down. Come on, let me up. Up we go, up we go. Take the elixir of might. We'll take the steel sickle. Perma-die, thank you for the sub. Another steel sickle. No, don't really want any of that. Okay, so not much great stuff in there, but we managed to get a new weapon, which is cool. And let's get out of here. And we've got some coins. We've got a little bit of gold coins, which we'll need in order to buy ourselves a thrall, because that's probably going to be our best bet. Right, run, jump, stamina, run. Another one up here. Where is it? There it is. Jump out of the way, jump out of the way. And we got past it. Okay, cool. Right, we've got a little bit of corruption on us now. But what did we come out of there with? We got ourselves a Sumerian battle axe, which is pretty damn good. So let's take that, because I prefer that over the short sword. 33. Well, actually, the short sword has actually got armor pen, which that doesn't. But never mind. We've got a steel cleaver. We've got two steel sickles. We don't need that. Won't need that anymore. Won't need that anymore. Steel hatchet. Chuck that away. Got a steel warhammer. We might use that for our friends. Don't need to hide. Okay, right, cool. Right, now I think what we'll do is we'll head to Sepermeru and see if we can find some more stuff in Sepermeru, and also get that cleansed, the corruption cleansed. Let me see. Mark Santos, good to see you. Oh, we've scrolled off the top of the screen. Let me just check if there's anybody else that popped in. Hobo saying, what's the quickest way to farm tons of demon blood? Need lots for the map room. So I did watch your stream last night, Hobo. I did watch it this morning and saw that you were short on demon blood to make your corrupted stone. Basically, corrupted creatures, so maybe the big snakes would probably be one of the better options. Obviously, corrupted creatures are a bit more random, but the big snakes, I think, always drop demon blood. Whereas the corrupting are random whether they spawn. Let's see. Yako Rob says admin cheat. That's one way of getting it, yes. Beck hasn't played Conan for quite a while. Then Mark popped in to say happy Sunday, hello. Troy saying, yeah, it should be reset. It was, yes, just by logging off. Because it's single player game, if you log off and log back in, I think that resets everything anyway. So when we logged off last Sunday night and then logged back in today, that's it reset. Of course, if it was a server, it would have been running in the background and it would have reset anyway over the week. Jim Ewan says, it took me a long time to realise you could use the bridging spell right away to cross the chasm. So I think that's the whole point of that chasm being there, is you've got your ice bridge spell right away. You got the materials. You've got your spell, what's it called? Arcane Shaft. You've got the pouches, you can cast it and get across there. And if you're quick enough, you can check out all the boxes and get back across again before the bridge collapses. But you can always just jump down into the water and climb up anyway. How do you saying, Robert, looks like Kathy Ann has logged into Rob's account to cover our tracks. Tarswed, good afternoon to you. How are you? Gently tapping the like button. Thank you so much. As we say, smash that like button, but do it gently. Kathy Ann saying, how do you stop giving away my secrets? I've caught. Oh, that's it. Okay. Tarsko was just about to ask if you decided on a base location, then I read the title. Yeah, there's no base locations, it's Nomad. No bases at all in this one. Confused Barbarian, it says, I've found name fighters and bearers in the Nord camps if you're interested. Yeah, that's just, I feel that the Nord camps are a bit on the dangerous side for my low level and low skill without having a decent fighter at my side. It might be the case that we could get a low level fighter from a cage, and then use that to work my way up to the higher camps to get the higher level friends out of cages up north. And of course, the old school way of doing it, this challenge, is to go over to this sea over here. And like these little bits here tend to be wrecks of ships that all have chests beside them that you can get gold coins out of, and then you can use the gold coins up here to buy yourself for 100 gold coins a follower. The unfortunate thing is they tend to be level 2 followers. There is a rare chance of getting a level 3, but obviously you need 100 gold coins to get each one. Obviously the level 3 is better than the level 2, but right, I need to repair my... I'm pushing the wrong buttons again. Having been playing June this afternoon, I need to repair these daggers. Have we got enough to repair them all the way up? Yes, we do. Just. Okay, on we go. Looks like a steel hatchet. Yeah, we got a steel hatchet, we got a steel sickle, and we got the Sumerian battle axe out of that run there. And it's fully repaired as well, which is good. Right, let's head our way to Sepermeru and see if we can get something else of interest. Oh, that was... Let's grab a bit of food so we can passively heal up. Oh, we've got the... Do we have the... Oh, we do have the vitality attributes to give us passive health regeneration already. Okay, I've got to hold shift down in this game. In June you just hit shift and it's a toggle. And Hobo Gamer saying no base, he will rest when he dies. Indeed, that's it. Oh, I need to scroll down. Dragon Bane says, built a base but spend most of my time in Conan's bar. What else do we have? Game Labs says, oh, he feels like Friday. So Game Labs started to do a test run. Are you corrupted? No, you're not. You just look rather dark. There we go. It's much easier to take them down with this thing. Yeah, I'll on Friday decided to do a test run on a nomadic hardcore challenge. So you can decide whether or not he wants to give it a go. Are you putting up a poll out, Game Labs? Have you done that already? You mentioned on Friday that you were going to do a poll to see if people wanted to see it. Is that poll up? And they've scrolled off the top of the screen again. Let's see. Jim Ewan says, look at the steel hatchet. Yes. Says 6 badges, looks like throwing, but no, it's a hatchet. It is indeed. Yeah, the steel hatchet is a bit strange looking. Hobo says, ah, yeah, snakes. The big snakes. Big snakes draw 1 demon blood if they didn't change. Really? I thought there was more than that. Think the bats in the unnamed city drop a bit more. Bustak crows at H10 drop demon blood. Ah, the Jill crows. Plus dragon, think, yeah, dragons definitely will do it. Bulwark saying, yeah, the caves of Jill should be okay. Mainly the bosses. So the bosses will give you black blood, but I guess you'll get demon blood from the other ones as well. Sesame says, Wham now and was the scenes. Street Fighter here, watching Anger and Survivors on a hot and humid Sunday afternoon. Welcome, Sesame. How are you? Bulwark is also the spider bosses. Go to the sorcerer place, or am I confused? I'm not sure. Peter Day, good to see you. Greetings to you. Audio says, Hobo Gamer, I covered it in a video a while back. There you go. There's the person you need to speak to then. So Audio Gaming has a video all about it. So there you go. Confused Barbarian, for future reference, I don't want to get you in trouble too soon for that. What? Hobo's going to check out that video. Cool. Audio Beer back. I'll go and check. Bulwark says, Anger, there are some flotsam in the water in Buccaneer Bay. Maybe you'll get the chair leg. Okay. Is that still going around, is it? Rob says, sometimes find flotsam by Conan's bar. Yes, you do. I've never seen weapons from it, though. Eldani 902, how's the challenge? Well, we're still alive. We're only level 14, but we're still alive. We've just been into Sorcery Cave and we've got ourselves a Sumerian axe. And see people saying hello to each other. Bad Guy says, I've thought about doing that challenge myself. Well, let's get going then, Bad Guy. John saying, I enjoy Hardcore Nomad, just haven't had time lately. Game Lab saying, I'll be doing it ASAP, not had a chance yet. So I guess that means putting the poll up, as opposed to doing the challenge itself. Kathy Ann says, I tried a standard Nomad run and, I thought something came into the screen there, and died after 1.5 hours. So you just restart and do it again, Kathy. She says she will give it another try sometime, maybe. A bit stuck in Arc at the moment, I think. The Manixes. Audio Gamer, it's harvesting the blood crystals from the golems and handing them in. I'll send you the link. Oh, really? Really? Oh, interesting. Who was saying, cool, I'll have a good bit of blood crystal. Nice. Sesame says, I got the table leg on Exiled Lands the other day, playing the Grim map. I see. 4186, good to see you. Do the chests around Sepermeru have weapons? Been unlucky so far in my run if they do. Lots of coins. You know me too well, Anger, says Kathy. I believe they do, because I did Game Labs, did you not get a weapon out of those chests on Friday night? Or am I misremembering that? Grisnak says, yeah, steel weapons, I think. And on Noma runs, what do you do when it isn't your fault? Trapped in terrain, bugs, glitches. Well, so I've never had that happen. It's a difficult one, because I remember that Whack 486 did this very challenge, but he gave himself 3 lives because of glitches and whatnot. But my problem with it was that I think he was just a little bit gung-ho in his way. Like, he got killed by a sorcerer in Sepermeru, the sorcerer that's like up on a ledge, but he got himself trapped in the corner. As far playing a nomadic hardcore run, you have to be a lot more careful about what you're doing. What's my water like? So I wouldn't have put myself in that situation. So it's like, okay, you can use a life because that's Arc, but in Arc, it's not Arc, it's Conan. But on the other side of it is like, you just have to be a lot more careful. You have to be more careful about your stamina, especially with the stamina stuff. Sesame says I died to lag and ended an entire series. Grishat saying, on the odd occasion, hardened steel. Of course, you could always do the silver mine and get hardened from the chests. You could. It's pretty dangerous, but you could. Excuse me. Jim Ewing says, yes, you can find relic hunter clothing, some tools, weapons, coins and materials. Keep away from the green wall. So we'll get our corruption cleansed. We'll hopefully find some more coins, and hopefully we'll find some nice weapons too. Fix Badger says lag is a true enemy on Conan, especially if you're playing on an online server. Which I think a lot of you guys, because I think Sesame started off doing a Nomad masterclass and he used my server for it, and obviously coming from across the pond, lag was going to be a bit of an issue for the American side. And I think they then changed over to Trip's server over in the States, but then that causes problems for the Europeans. Bullet says, I guess it would be fair to put a bedroll and give yourself 3 lives just in case of lag, glitching, bugs in general, but not applicable if it's your own fault. Yeah, I would be okay with that. Never get Whack suggested anymore now that he's boycotted Funcom. What's he playing these days? I have no idea. I'm exactly the same. The stuff that he did that I was of interest in was Conan stuff, and obviously he's stopped doing that now. So yeah, I'm the same. I never see what his videos are anymore. Missing some good XP and art plugin moments, not going through the city. Yeah. Also, you can get good XP by doing this. Maybe it's not quite so good XP once you're at this level. 65. Yeah, okay. 2 nodes give us 5% XP. Maybe it's more just at lower level you can get good XP from harvesting coal. What do we get for an iron node? 1%. Yeah, so let's bin that and bin that because it's too heavy. Plunk, down we go. Let's see. Whack left Funcom fight. So Whack is really good friends with, who was it? Was it Firespark? Was it Firespark 81? And Firespark 81 basically got his channel shut down for showing exploits in June, and Whack wasn't happy about that and decided he would boycott Funcom and they don't play any Funcom stuff anymore. Which is fair enough, that's his choice. I have no problem with that. Let's see. I can step him back a bit for streaming and concentrating on real life for a bit. I follow his Discord. Ah, okay. That's why we haven't seen him then. And Dragon's Bane says, I miss playing on Wax EEWA server. AOS broke it. Okay, I don't know what that means either. I need water. I was in the background advising Whack on his Nomad run, but I do think he did not think it out past a point. Right, drink that. Get in here and top this up. Do I only have one? I only have one, so that's it topped up. Right, problem is I can never remember where all these chests are. The chests over there, like next to Conan's bar and stuff like that, are the ones that I used to run all the time when I have a base there. But I very rarely check out all the other ones. So I can never really remember where they are. So let's see if we can climb up high and see if we can see any. I think there's one maybe up on top of there somewhere. Can't really see any from here. Let's move along here. And let's see. David William George Newell, good to see you. How are you? Sesame says Firespark and I chat regularly. Oh, nice one. Firespark is basically the person that taught me everything I know about Conan. Well, maybe not everything I know, because then you guys taught me a lot of stuff. There's a chest over there. But I basically learned about pretty much everything in Conan from Firespark's videos. Very helpful. And of course, he got named, they make the Firespark arrows, they only stack up to 81 in tribute to Firespark 81. Samurai Gaming, hello there. Hope you're good. Just finished my stream on Conan. Can't wait to rewatch this later. Nice one, thank you. Tarsgood, I'm guessing the Nomad run is intended to go to do the get out of the exiled lands route. Yes, yeah, so the idea is that you complete the game by getting all the artifacts to remove your bracelet and leave the exiled lands, but without being able to build a base or therefore any crafting tables. You can only craft what you can craft in your inventory here. All your other loot you have to loot off of mobs. Right, so I need to get to that chest on top of there. Lie down, come on. And off. Hey. Right, so this part of Sepermeru is safe. Should have got my corruption cleansed first before I had to do all this climbing. So yeah, we're trying to basically complete the exiled lands, but steel javelin, no thank you. I'll take the arrows. Nothing else. Oh wait a minute, what was that? Advanced weapon repair kit. We'll definitely take that. That'll come in handy later on. Right, can we see any more? There's another one over there. So, since we can't craft any weapons and stuff, we're trying to obtain stuff at the moment from these chests. There's another longsword. We've got a perfected steel longsword 33. That one is only 26, so that's no use. Gaseous orb, no. Advanced armor repair kit, we may as well take that as well, just in case we come across some armor. Where was we? I've got lost again. Sesame Street Fighter says, Helga chest tutorial anger, it's Sepermeru. Helga chest tutorial anger, it's Sepermeru remembering the days. Okay, teaching Helga on DM Wyvern server. Who's not saying, missed one at the entrance as you came in. Yeah, I realised once I came in there is one. Where did I come in? Over there. I think there's one either on top of those arches or up on top of that cliff somewhere. That one up there. Looks like that's one up there. Let's head over here. Watch out for the NPCs throwing fire orbs. Yeah, we have to be careful when we get to the area with the plunderers or whatever they're called. All the bandits. Yeah, up here. Let me see, where are we? If you have followers, they always get in the way when trying to get back out of the hole. Which hole are we talking about? So Tarsko says, I know where most of the chests in Sepermeru are. They aren't near where the ambushes with orb throwing enemies are, don't much care for those fire orbs. William Joe says, he's good, that's good. The tall buildings in the water has a whole thing with 2 chests inside it. Really? Tall building in the water? That one over there? Has a whole thing with 2 chests inside it. Okay. Bump, dump, up on top of here. There we go. Blunted weapon repair kit. That would be handy if we was doing a normal run, but we're not. That's the west prison area. So I don't think there's any more around here. Just take a quick look over here. Up here. Nope. Okay, let's head over into that bit over there. Drop down. Here, down here, and then we can run down here. Ah, okay, that's the area there. It's got the plunderers and stuff in it, so we need to be careful. West wall. Let's check over here. Peter says the way he plays is all hardcore. Up here. Nothing here. Bump, bump. Teddy Trent, good to see you. How are you? Echo Rob says, I almost learned how not to get out of the black heap when jumping in the water. Aim better. Kevin, watch out for the NPCs throwing fire orbs. Yep, read that one. Sesame says, done it thousands of times. Audu says, anger is the reason I have a channel. I tried to show him how to harvest eggs with a pickaxe. It was me who got back into Conan. And it was he who got me back into Conan. Thank you so much for saying so, Audu. And now Audu is the internet specialist in purges. Up here. I'll get up there in one go. Anything. Oh. Nothing up here. Can't see any down there. Up. A cat. Can't see any over there. Rock in the middle of the lake should have some little caves with chests. Rock in the middle of the lake. Over there. Yeah. I'm not fussed about finding every single one. I just want to go around and see if we can find anything of use, in particular gold. Climb up here, see if there's any up there. That's the sorcerer that took out Whack, that one up there. Let's climb up there and see if we can get anything. Sesame saying, Audu's purge bases are some of the most fun I've seen in Exiles. Can't say enough about them. Indeed. Hello, sorcerer. Come on, get some stamina back. Drinks on top of the tavern might give a stamina boost. Yeah, that's true. There's one down there. Jump down there, go over here. Oh well. Another 10 gold coins. We're quarter of the way to buying ourselves a friend. Right, so that way is the bad guys. So we'll miss that bit out. I can't see anything going that way. So let's get over there. I'm sure there's one over there. Visit the tavern and buy some tea. Also corruption removal. Yeah, we're definitely going to the tavern. That iced tea that's in the tavern, which we'll need for the volcano, if we get that far. Climbing is a bit of a pain after climbing in June. Not having your suspensor belt to be able to launch yourself. Oh, don't get stuck down there. Get our stamina back up. Take a bit more food. We're doing with a sugar wire claw and a suspensor belt to get up here. There we go. So silver coins I think is for iced tea. There's a steel pick. Not enough space in inventory. Right, chuck that. Take that. And some decorations that we don't want. There's another chest over there. I don't see any more over here. Drop down. Drop down. Hi guys. Right, you have to watch because those guys will... Let me see, can I climb up here? Careful prowlers, yes, indeed. Let me see, what else do we have in chat? So, David William asked how the Dusty Dozen were, and Audu saying they are dustier than they should be. Been a while since they've dusted them off, unfortunately. About time for another video then, Audu. If you're able to sit long enough to be able to do that with your back. Right, there it is. Go around the corner. It's not going to go around the corner. Oh oh. Oh oh. Oh oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Whoa! That was close, eh? That was close. Down to 60 health. I had visions there that that was going to be the end of it. Carlos says, you heard him chat, Anger wants an ornithopter mod for Conan. Yeah, well, that would be cool. No, we need more healing than that. Oof, that was close. Yes, indeed it was. Phew, so close. Yes, indeed. Anger said to move my June base to the eastern shield wall. Moved 1 million milliliters of water is going to take a bit. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I didn't move any water. I just got new water when I got there. I got some... One of the first things I placed was a couple of advanced blood extractors. And then... right, what's a better way of getting up there? Over the top. Let's do this way. Yeah, and then I would nip round the local camps nearby and use the Mark IV blood extractor to get as much blood out of them as possible. And then there would be a smaller gap. At least a less distance to fall. Let's get rested up. Up we go. Yeah, and then Basically every time it was back at base I would just do another little blood run. And slowly fill it back up again. Okay, oh there's two here, there's one on the top as well. Two-handed great axe. See, I don't really like them at all. Is that 40 damage compared to 30 damage? Because that's steel. How heavy is it? Weighs 5. Starting to get a bit close to the limit. Come on, off you go, off the edge, off the edge. Ooh, steel punching daggers though. Oh, but I can't really repair them that easy. We won't use them quite yet, but we'll take them with us and some more armor repair kits. Okay. Right. Right. Over here. So yeah, I didn't transport water at all. Did you pucker up on that one? Yeah, I thought that was the playthrough going to be finished there. I really thought that was a long drop. I thought, okay, we've done something really stupid and we're going to end it on a stupid note. End of many a Nomad run. Gravity, damn you, Newton. Yeah, Gray's not saying at least you can insta-fill the water now instead of 1K per click. Yeah, they added a button to do transfer all. Gravity lag glitches, the heat-seeking salamander spit, the bane of the Nomad. Yeah, that salamander spit's a bit annoying. As the saying goes, what goes up must come down. Yeah. So I used to fly radio control helicopters and planes, and the saying there was takeoff is optional, landing is mandatory. So if the weather's a bit dodgy, you don't have to bother. Right, this is the bit I'm more familiar with because my top base spot was right here. Right here. Or down here, depending on which base it was. But round this location, so you would come running in here and you could do a little run of the different chests in here. Water side. In fact, let's grab some water while we're here. Another little bite to eat. Hey, dancer. Right, let's check the roof on here. Don't forget to go shopping for the health food buff. Don't forget to go shopping for the health buff food. Can you be a bit more clear on that? Troy the Confused Barbarian says, I have a new appreciation for the two-handed axe. Just watch your stamina. You could make a base with all those tents. That's true, but you'd have to carry them. Right. Is this what you're talking about, food buffs? So what do we get here? Resin, wine, alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. That gives agility, weapon damage plus 15. That does nothing. And that durable. Remember there was one down there, but there's obviously not more chests on top of here. I remembered there was more chests than that. Look in the window. Clearly not. Fair enough. Right, let's get our corruption cleansed. There we go, it's cleansing. You say chest of coins in the water nearby, just have to avoid bandits. Yes, there is indeed. Long drop, sudden stop. Yes, it's not the drop that kills you, it's a sudden stop. Eldani says, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but after I got fiber OP internet, I remembered that they'd done quality of life updates to the game, so I tested it and you can't play on servers again. You can't play on servers again. I'm not sure what you mean by that either. John also flies RC too, just planes. Okay. I haven't done it for years, John, but yeah, I started off flying helicopters and then started doing planes as well. Mama Sesame says hello to the survivors and to Agar. Well, hello, Mama Sesame. How are you? Katrina Vince says the box in the water. People saying hello to Sesame's mom. Marcello, should be dancers in the town, if I remember correctly. There is indeed. There's always 3 Mark 3, level 3 dancers here. But if you have purple lotus orbs, this is the place to get dancers from. Because 1 purple lotus orb will knock out all 3 of these at once, but obviously we can't tame them in this playthrough. You can buy food from one of the vendors. In the market you can buy health food buffs for a few silver each. Where's the arena champion fight? There is no arena champion fight in this playthrough because that is not part of the game. There is no arena champion that you have to fight to get this completed. So we can buy iced tea. Oh, I've purchased it. I didn't want to buy iced tea from him just now because we're nowhere near going to the arena. Right, we're clear. Okay, let me see. Right, up here, I'll get some more chests up here. What was it? Look up. When you leave, look up. What does that mean? Carlos says, a little surprised Anger didn't pick up a thrall from a cage in the Black Galleon before heading this way. Oofed. Definitely wouldn't be able to go into the Black Galleon on my own. Can't play on servers again, but I'm enjoying myself. Okay, cool. RC helicopters, hard work. Yeah, they were. It's certainly interesting. Certainly interesting. But like the description of flying an RC helicopter, because every control affects every other control, is it's like balancing a marble on a piece of glass 20 feet in front of you. Johnny Panker, hello everyone, good to see you. Mark III dancers, yes. Steel tier dancers. Beck's currently grinding materials to build a bigger base. Iced tea gives a buff Anger. It's useful at times in the game. It's not just for cooling you down. Let me see. Where is iced tea? Oh, stamina regen. Okay. Okay.
You can walk out.
Let's buy some more then.
Your choice.
Bye. There we go. We've got 11. Because it just uses silver coin for that, so it's not a big problem. There's a chest on... for me, on most official server, it runs bad on New River because there are too many bases. Almost all creatures have lag, even if my game runs smooth. To your left, a chest. To your left, a chest. Damn, you moved the... I guess that's the problem with YouTube, because there's such a lag of coming out of here. You could do it, Anga, you just have to Sparta kick all the pirates off the ship. Chest on wood on the wall. I'm confused. Oh, up there! Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, okay, yes. That's actually where I was working away to. I would come up here and I would get the one in front of the altar. Here. Honeyed eggs. I have set and a taxidermist scorpion. Then over here. Whoop. This is that one that you were talking about. We've got some more steel arrows. We've got some purple lotus orbs, but we can't really use them. More silver coins. And some decorations. And then over here. This one here. There we go. Some more coins. Steel cleaver. We've already got one. I think we're okay for armor repair kits at the moment. Winston, I'm fairly new to your channel and in Conan Exiles in general, and your guides in the Isle of Sipta helped me out a lot in the Exile lands, especially with the journey. Thank you very much. Instantly a subscriber. Thank you so much. Right, up we go. Saying, welcome aboard, Winston. You will find that we're a friendly lot. Sure are. And also a knowledgeable lot. Steel sickle, advanced armor repair kit again. Okay, and then that would normally be my loop. Down to Conan's bar and then up that. That's no, don't want to fall down there. Did I get this one? I think I did. I think I got this one. And if I didn't, it hasn't refilled with anything good. Right, well we'll try and get the ones that are in the water. Yeah, we were discussing last week, and a rough guess, it's something like 30,000 hours of Conan Exiles knowledge in amongst this group here. Is it around this corner here? Ah, there it is. There it is. So there should be one here. Let's just take all of that. And there's one around here. Loot all of that. And then get out. Because they're just money. In there. Breath back up. But that is Plunderer City in there. All those, look at all those nasty people in there. But you can dive under the water and get them. So what did we get? We got some more coins. We got some purses. There we go. We're almost at 200 gold. Don't need the dust. That's no use to us. Okay. I guess we head and go and get our first friend. $30,000 hours of Conan knowledge. Nah, I'm I'm on here 30,001. One of us, one of us. This is a very happy, friendly, and no, this is one of the best communities on the internet, these people here. And the same community spills into other, we're a bunch of creators. So, Game Labs and the Crazy Crew. And we've got the Campfire Clowns. Bobo Gamer. And Audu Gaming, all doing channels. Many people here doing Conan stuff, and we're all here to support each other. Right, I'm going to have to eat. There we go. Right, launch yourself off the cliff, because now we have to run all the way to the other side of the map. Which is going to be fun. No horses, of course. To Flotsam, indeed, yes. What pleased me about the challenge, I asked the veterans of the game to really think about playing survival. That is the thing, that you definitely have to think about playing the game in a different way than you would normally play it. Give me your XP. Thank you. Got the Wyvern Raiders here too, yes. Is that what we're calling the Wyvern Squad? Is it the Wyvern Raiders? Carlos says, does Anger have a Subnautica playthrough since he likes it? I've never actually played Subnautica, no. Winston says, I'm kind of early to mid-game yet. Good question. I've been asking myself, while exploring is where I can find T3 and T4 thralls to farm. So one of the best locations to farm thralls is that city that we were just in, Sepermeru. That is definitely the lots of thralls in there, and because the location is mainly passive, other than the plunderer area. Especially you can use purple lotus orbs. You can go in there, if you find any named thralls, you can throw down a purple lotus orb, knock them out, and then drag them out without aggroing the whole place. Let's see, the Black Galleon, which is over here, tends to have lots of good thralls, but that's an aggressive location. And that area up here, New Azagarth, also has them, but that's an aggressive location. And the other place is down here. So this is where the what's this, G4? G4, yeah. Where the G4 boss croc is, here. If you go up the hill, over to the east, and this location here, Sinner's Refuge, you can go all the way into the back of it, and at the back of that camp is pretty much a guaranteed tier 4 something. It could be a priest, or it'll be a named crafter of some sort. That's a good play. Oh, out of stamina. Out of stamina. Get lost. There we go. Get some XP on the run. There you go. Okay, on we go. Anger's Beginner's Guide shows you how to farm Sepermeru, and I think it'll also the Beginner's Guide series also will definitely have a farming Sinner's Refuge as well. Mounds of the Dead is the best for T3 and Tier 4 when you're ready. Don't go unprepared. So yeah, there's some hard-hitting people up there in the Mounds of the Dead. We will go there eventually, because I'll be wanting some of their armor, their legendary armor that they drop. But that'll be a while away yet. But that's where you can get an easy well, I say easy, a relatively easy tier 4 fighter, if you're looking for a fighter in a Sumerian Berserker, because, let's see, let me zoom out. This is Mounds of the Dead up here in the northwest corner, and if you're in this bit of water and go down this way, this bit of water here always has a tier 4 Sumerian Berserker in it on their own. They do hit like trucks, so make sure they don't hit you, but it's relatively easy to get them knocked out. And once you've got one, it's very easy because you can then use that to knock out more. Trip FDW is here. Hi Trip, how are you? Trip is in the house. How do gaming says, ignore 6 badges, going naked, throwing hands and heads. You told you had no common sense. Listen to 6. Game Love says, like I was told on Friday, treat the Noob River enemies as the Norths, where they get you to. Right, okay, let me try and decode that. Told on Friday, treat the Noob River enemies as the Norths. Nords? When you get to them, you'll be ready. Yeah, oh god, it's dark. Come on daylight. Where's the moon? There we go. It's starting to come. There's the moon. Of course, we've got daytime sped up 5 times so that you can see stuff. 4 o'clock. There we go. We can see again. Right. Are you what I think you are? You are indeed. No armor pen on this weapon, so that's not great. Stamina. Yeah. Maybe we'll just run. We'll just run through these ones because we'll be here all night fighting them. Relatively good XP. Dark and Rockslide area could be exciting, yeah. Rockslide can kill you. Probably at this level, it'll probably kill me in 1 hit. You still coming after me? No, you've gone back. Right, let's fight you. Yeah, so little damage because you've got such high armour. Maybe use the two-handed warhammer for this. Again, I'll tell you what we haven't done is we haven't leveled up. Got 2 points, so let's put 1 into strength to give me heavy blows. Let's start putting points into authority, because hopefully we'll need authority soon. Well, once I get across there anyway. Run. If you're lucky, 1 Berserker will pretty much drop all the armour. Yeah, I think they won't drop head pieces because I don't think they wear head pieces, but other ones will potentially drop the head piece. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to get the armour than what it used to be. Now that they've changed it so that mobs will drop armour that they are wearing. It used to just be a random chance of getting a drop of something from... Oh, I'm poisoned. Let's bandage up. Also, come on, eat, and let's take a drink. Need Need to fill our water skin soon. Let's see, where were we? Bone changing words, in other words, treat river enemies as the Highlands. Ah, okay. So you were, it was Nordheimers you was meaning. Whoop. Yeah. Fight things and get yourself established on Noob River. So that was one of the things that caused me to start my channel, was that we were playing on Sesame and I were playing on Wyvern server, and there was some new players playing on the server that had never played the game before, and I was looking for some sort of beginner's guide. Look at me staying in the shadows, just like an Arrakis. I was looking for a beginner's guide to show them, and couldn't find one. There's the red dragon. We'll go fight the red dragon. I couldn't find one that I was happy with, because either it was so out of date it was useless, or it was people like rushing you to higher levels too quickly. So it was more about how to level faster as opposed to teaching new players how to play the game. So I went, well, screw it. I will make my own beginner's guide. And that's basically what started this whole channel. Trying to do it a bit more step by step, because I understand as a new player you don't want to be going rushing in and doing all the difficult content. You kind of have to ease into it. Get your feet sorted. Right, where will I go? So we'll go down onto that river, and then we'll go underneath the Black Galleon. We'll get the river. Oh, spiders. Hello, spiders. Whoa, missed it. One down. We are out of stamina. Southern Aqueduct. Go down and get topped up in water. Top up, there we go. Let me see. Could always use the two-handed mace if it's not like the thrall needs the durability. Exactly, yeah. We can. It doesn't matter if we wear it down, because thralls don't use any more durability at all. Once this is the first time I started the game, I was very lost on what to do and how to do things, and despite being different map on Anger's guide, it gave me a north. It gave me a north and where to start and how to progress. Trip saying, Sesame, the server is updated and all that, so that's the server that Trip provides to do Nomad runs on. PG Ben says, there is always a patented approach to combat. Swing a sword around wildly until something dies, usually me. That's me saying, everyone, if you want to learn how to Nomad, I'm available for... So that's, for the people who don't know, Sesame is the person who developed this Nomad challenge. This is all his fault. He came up with the rules for this challenge, and he's the master. Right, come on, Crocs, give me some of your XP. Let it. Oh, look how much easier that is with an axe. Easy. Lost Croc in there. We'll hopefully come back and fight him soon once we get some a friend to help me. Oh, no. Just saw the blue eyes a little bit too late. Could maybe actually take him on just now, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it for a biscuit. Just going to run away. Bravely run away like Sir Robin. Zarmal says, so glad they did that, thank you. Desmond says, once angered did his beginner guide... Oh, I heard a croc. You a normal croc? You are a normal croc. Once angered did his beginner guide, I told everyone I knew to subscribe to him. So proud of my brother. Wyvern and I were amazed at how many folks gravitated to it. Me too. Me too. Still shocked to this day. Outdo Gaming says, I'm sure I was pre 500 subs with the ship build. The ship build was actually the very first... That looks like a big guy. Are you... Oh, it is a big guy. It is a big guy. Go away. Go away. Go away. Yeah, the ship build was the very first video I ever made. Horrible video to watch. Oh, spitty dudes, spitty dudes. With a heat seeking poison. 4000 XP. It depends on what you're killing. I like maces for skeletons or on it. So I do like maces. Maces are my favourite weapon because of the armour pen. So really good. You get 5 stacks asunder on something particularly high armour things like skeletons, for example, or rock donkeys. Another level, so let's put that in authority as well, so that our friend that we make will eventually be higher damage. Said, me too, Anger's beginner's guide got me back into the game. Like he said, there wasn't anything to give you useful help. Yeah, I if there was, I was struggling to find it. There were too many guides about how to level quickly by rushing you to high level, and if you were a... How big are you? How big are you? Let me see your... You're just a normal one. If you go rushing up into the north, yes, you've got to get more XP, but if you're a beginner, you'll just die. And if you get constantly killed, you're not going to enjoy the game, and you're going to log off, and it won't make... And also, at the time, we didn't have the new journey system, so there was very little to teach you how to do things. We've got the journey system now that teaches you things like how to make iron bars and how to make steel and all that sort of stuff. But that wasn't in the game at the time. The journey system was just a bunch of tasks that you could complete for XP, and it didn't really teach you anything. And like if you built a furnace, the furnace says that you put fuel and ironstone in the furnace and it'll make iron bars. But it didn't tell you how to make steel bars, or hardened steel bars, or star metal bars. And you had to either work it out yourself, or basically go and look up the wiki. Whereas the journey system now is a lot better, and it does teach you that kind of stuff. Don't spit. Somehow the shield protects you from that. So yeah, that first beginner's guide really got my channel started. It's all been downhill since then. I want to check with chat, but I don't want to hang about here because there can be nasty things like you. Ah, poisoned. Oh, and I've got no stamina. Uh-oh. Right, we need to get you down and get healed before the poison kills me. Right, let's get round the corner, and I think we should be out the worst of it. Yes. Right, let's see, where are we? So, Winston saying, for you guys, what's the best type of weapon for quick kills? Is that where the chat about weapons started? So early game, stone daggers are the best weapon for quick kills. There's the bleed effect of stone daggers on the crocs and shalebacks and stuff like that. A couple of stacks of that on it, and they'll be dead in no time. Like I said, I prefer one-handed maces, fast, heavy attacking with them, and put sunder on it, which reduces anything's armor. And if their armor is reduced, you can hit them even harder and kill them quicker. If I'm going an agility build, my favourite is the short sword, because the combo of the heavy attack lunge and then the multiple fast light attack stabs work really, really well. It's just a really hard to get a decent legendary short sword later on in the game. So katanas are also really good, but the annoying thing with katanas is that you get an iron katana as the first one, and there is no other katanas. There's no steel or hardened steel katanas until you get to star metal. There's like beginning of the game, end game, and nothing in the middle. And I don't understand. Every other weapon, there are iron, steel, hardened steel, working your way up into star metal and legendary. But katanas, it's iron and then star metal, nothing in between. It's a bit weird. Six Badger says, honestly, the best weapon is the weapon you feel most comfortable. I love daggers. That is a very good thing, yes. The journey, warrior journey, gets you to do unlock different knowledges, use different kinds of weapons and try them. Obviously strength weapons for warrior, and then you've got bows and daggers and stuff for archers. Try all the different weapons, give them a play about with, see which ones work for you. Me, I am a one-hander and shield person. Other people like two-handers, other people like daggers. I always have daggers as well, especially for boss fights. I'll get my thrall to tank the boss, and then I'll be behind the boss with my daggers applying bleed. And then if you've got the better daggers, you've got daggers that apply bleed and poison, which is all good. Nothing good comes from hitting blue-eyed beasties. Indeed, you're right. Yakaro1 likes daggers for the bleeds. Carlos says it's not running, it's advancing quickly in the direction opposite the enemy. And excellent way of putting it. Darskid, run away, run away! Hard question, really, all about leveling, but I see what Sess is right. Try Sep early game for good weapons. So, what we've found is in the... Obviously the Sorcery Cave didn't used to be there before Age of Sorcery, but in the back of the Sorcery Cave you've got chests that can have steel and potentially hardened steel weapons in them, if you're lucky, and tools. So that's a really good way of starting, is to run up that river, run into the back, grab them as quickly as you can and get back out again. And so we got ourselves some steel pick, a steel hatchet, and a Sumerian battle axe. We've also got 200 great steel, perfected long swords we got last week, steel war hammers. So you're getting steel level weapons and steel weapon level tools, and potentially hardened from chests in there. And then we went up. You do get corruption, so we went up into Sepermeru, the beginning of the episode here, and you go to Conan's Bar in there, and you can get cleansed from the corruption from the dancers. And then there's all the chests around Sepermeru that also can give you steel stuff. And that's a great way of getting a level up early on, is you're skipping stone and iron tools and going straight to steel. And you'll be able to gather lots more stuff with steel tools and weapons. PG Ben says, I'll probably try the Nomad Challenge someday, but I really enjoy the building part of the game. Me too, I do enjoy the building part of the game, but this is just something a little bit different. Eldani says, oh, like the quick stabbing short sword. Yep, same. Like I said, if I'm going for an agility build, that's the agility build I go for. Oh, I've got far behind. Let me see. I've got far behind. Audi says, building is one of the things that stand out in this game. It does indeed. Now I just want them to implement some of the slightly better features in Dune Awakening, with things like half walls and half roofs to give a narrower angle, a less steep angle roof pieces and ramp pieces and stuff like that. If we could get that, just like you get in Valheim, if we could get that put into Conan as well, that would be amazing. Johnny saying, last time I played Conan I had 44 bases around the map, but none of the bases were bigger than 10 by 10. Wow. Yaka says, my husband calls my base a Barbie dollhouse, always changing my friends' clothes and base decor. Okay, that's cool. And Dragon's Base says, hope Anger finds a friend with 100 gold with huge tracts of land. Maybe. Marky Dale Sparky, good evening, how are you? Sesame saying, careful poison. Ah, yes, so that must have been when I was fighting that creature. That must have been a while ago then. Back in the day, I watched Firespark to learn how to play, then Whack to learn even more. Yeah, well, as I was saying earlier, that I learned most of the stuff about this game from Firespark in his videos. Hughes Barbarian says, Anger and Granny Gamester guides kept me from quitting the game. Thanks again. You're very welcome, Troy. Let's see, people saying hello. A guaranteed katana in the dregs. I don't think it's a guaranteed katana, Hobo. There's a high chance of a katana in the dregs. And also the skeletal boss in the silver mine drops a legendary katana as well. Let me just see if I can catch up. Game Lab says, I give one piece of advice for all new players. Never give a follower a shield. They will spend more time blocking and probably die to another attacker. I see a lot of videos where people give their followers shields, but their AI just isn't clever enough to use them properly. So they will stand there blocking like that for ages when they're not getting attacked. And then when they are getting attacked, they'll be getting hit in them. So they're just not... The AI of the game isn't clever enough for them to use shields properly. So yeah, it's a waste of time giving a follower a shield. I would just give them a weapon and get them to kill things faster. Right, there's the Black Galleon up there. It's like a ship, but it's made out of stone. Normal, yes. Down you go. The camp's over there. Never figured out why it shows a second entrance to Kurak Dungeon in the unnamed city. So it's not a second entrance, it's like you're going in Shaleback Hollow, and then that is a POI. If you go through there, that is the POI underneath. The Cave of Kurak is underneath the unnamed city, so it's not actually an entrance there. It's just, that's what's the location shows up when you go in the Shaleback Hollow, and when you get to the back. The Shaleback Hollow was always there. It wasn't until Age of Sorcery that added the section at the back, and that just shows up as a POI location, but it's all underneath as opposed to an entrance on top. David also enjoys the building side. I used a solo server to build a base and see how it turns out, then I build it on an official server. Nice. Catherine, that sounds great. I've basically had to give up almost all my hobbies since I moved home to take care of my parents. I just don't have the space. Oh, that's a shame. Game Love says, not a guaranteed drop from the spider, but can drop other stuff too. You going Passage now, Anger, or Jamila's? I'm going to Jamila's now. Or Flotsam, should I say. Oh. Anchor point. Get off of here, archer dude. Oh. Stamina. Stamina. Stamina up. Let him fire your shot into my shield. Down he goes. Right. Got a bow from him though. Ancient bow. Put that away. Don't want any of that. Bartenders are about the only ones that need a shield, because they don't do any fighting. Right. Need to work our way to the jungle. Check your armor and weapons durability. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Don't want to fight rock noses, it takes too long. It's 9:30 already. We're an hour and a half in. And I need to eat. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, out of stamina as well. Did that Kodo kill that hyena? Well, I'll kill it. Angelo, how are you? Good to see you. Work sucks, he says. I was asking if he brought the rocket launcher. Yeah, I've watched about the first 2 hours of the Campfire Climb stream last night, and it certainly got the stream got off to a bang, shall we say? Anybody who hasn't watched it yet, I can highly recommend watching that. Right, we're heading into the jungle. Okay, we can go along this way. Darkness. Uh-oh. Darkness. 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 Ooh. Ow, ow, ow. It's a tigger. There we go. Valencia Momentum is the true arena champion. So, Momentum is generally regarded as the best one-handed mace in the game. There's another ticker. Come on, you. And then you go. Oh, I hear another one. Pounce. Down you go. Is that another one? It is. Jumping out of the bushes. Okay, enough tigers, please. Let me carry on. There's a cage in there. I can see one. Peter Day has to go. No problem. See you later, Peter. Thanks for popping by. Audio says, Cathy Manix, me and my dad never got along more on my part, to be honest, but I now realise who and what he did for me. Even phoned school one day so we could watch football together. Nice. Yakarov says, Lab, that's so true. By Delencia is using momentum. Of course, if you can get a momentum. PG Ben says, anything that involves a rocket launcher should be encouraged. Well, it doesn't take much to encourage Angelo. And a Jaguar. And down you go. Another level. Oh, not quite shallow enough to swan dive into. Cathy answers, am I getting trigger happy? I don't think so. I don't think so. We've just got a really nice axe, so it's easy to take those things down, and they give you XP. Right, you don't get much XP from these, I don't think. No, oh, to be fair, 921 for one hit is not that bad. Game says, if you're having a bad day, watch the Campfire Clowns. I'll guarantee you'll cry with laughter. Ooh, hello, Imp. Bonk. Hello. Can I ask you a question? None of the exploding ones coming to see me. I was supposed to say Tigger happy. Aha, your phone auto-corrected it. I see. Let's eat some food and kill a croc. So we're going to have to dump some stuff. We're going to have to put the campfire down. Oh, I heard a bird. Because when we do buy a friend, they have to carry them quite a distance because it's a no build zone, no drop zone. So they're going to be quite heavy, so we're going to have to reduce our weight before we head into Flotsam. Campfire is pocket storage, exactly, yes. So we can't craft a chest, because a chest has to be made these days with a construction hammer and not in your inventory. But you can place a campfire, and a campfire can hold 10 slots worth of stuff. Right, we're going to have to be careful here because there's more spitting poison. The game calls them salamanders, but they're clearly iguanas. Oh, a gorilla's coming down as well. Is there? Are you coming down? Bring it on. And you missed. How much XP? These are good for XP. 6,000 XP for a gorilla. gorilla and grey apes in the jungle that are... Oh, I used up all my stamina. Down you go. They're only 4,000. You can place many campfires, that's true. Is that a chest there? More coins. Oh, okay. Then you go and take a wrap. Cleanse my poison. Okay, that'll do you. And it's quite far. It's quite far, like round about here, to place your campfire. You can't place anything closer than that. Oh my god! I've got enough to buy 2 thralls, so I've got 2 chances to get a I keep calling them Mark 3, a level 3 fighter. But one inside the boat. And spit. It is also annoying that they're completely homing. So unlike if you're fighting a Dillo in Ark, they put up their little bits behind their head and you can move to the side and they'll miss you, but no matter what you do, that homing poison hits you every time. Ooh, that missed! That missed! Level 20. Any placeables not crafted is allowed, indeed. Because you can craft campfires in your inventory, they are allowed. Then we could temporarily drop some stuff on there, go and get our thrall, come back, and pick it up again. Down you go. Got 18 minutes to get in there and get somebody. Iced tea for stamina regen, that's true. Carlos Romero says, do you consider the pirate placeable as buildings, or are they allowed? So you're allowed, do you mean like the tents? So if you can loot them, you can use them. You're just not allowed to craft them yourself. So if you can get a tent off of a mob or out of a chest, they're usable. Sism says, if Anger beats this challenge, he will be a 2-time Nomad. That's true. There is a series on the channel where I do this challenge, but at the time of doing the challenge, the Headhunter event was on, so that a big one? I did it handing in sorcerers' heads, and at that time you could get, I've got 2 of them. You could get legendary weapons from the Catan camps instead of the hard and steel ones that you get now. And also using handing in the skulls and got the named fighters. Game says, Anger, you'll be calling your upgrade T4 in June if you're not. Oh, well, he's totally getting mixed up between the 2 games, that's 100% sure. Right, that's the way over. Kind of have to be careful because I have to kind of get round there and get into this bit, which I normally approach from the water. Right, let me see. Okay, we can place here, so let's place these weapons in there. Let's sort by heaviest first. Oh, really? Frost lotion. I don't really want frost lotion. Elixir of might. I want to keep that. Put the meat in. Put all these weapons in. I'm not going to need them. Right, now I need to craft another campfire. And place that down. 2. Got more stuff in there. Need the coins though. 2 Makurak. Weighs 2. Drop that, drop that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Drop that. Put that in there. Drop that. Put that in there. Right, that'll probably be enough. Right, let's go. The pirate tents do make great camps, so you can get them to set. Yep. Looting tents is great for surviving sandstorms, indeed. Regardless of all this event anger, I consider your first completed challenge valid and worthy. Thank you. I mean, I suppose it's got to be classed as valid because it was part of the game at that time. It's just it kind of almost felt a little bit cheaty, but it was the rules. It was valid at the time. So yeah, I'm claiming it as a success. Make a map marker. Remember, so I know it's at the bottom of that ramp. So I know where it is. It's a decent POI. Oh, you've got a big hammer. Get down off your feet. And fatality. Cook the steak while you're away. I could have done, yeah. I think I threw away my fuel. Obelisk coins are in the rules. Because I have a feeling that the time that I did it was the first time that the obelisk coins was there. Ooh, sundered. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Right, let's get healed up.
Pokey pokey, mate.
Pokey pokey, mate. These guys are a pain. Stamina, stamina, stamina. Oh! Phew! Phew! Journey rewards are lootables are allowed. Black hand, no mace on him. Let's take a little bite to eat. What was that? Oh, gorilla up on top. Right, so I need to get to the other side of that tent. So I probably want to give a bit of a wide berth. Right, panther. There you go. Oh, you're just going to ignore me. Animal tamer. What do you have? You have... Oh, you've got decent loot, but I can't really pick it up because... Oh, cutlass. Ah, only 20 damage. Yeah. We can come back. We can go back for you guys once we've got our pal. Right, so let's swim over to the other side. We don't have to go swimming for chest right now. Argonian Dream Dust says, how do you... So we have to sneak up to the back of that camp without aggroing everybody in the camp. Right, in we go. Oh, come on, up you get. Oh, come on. Come on. Right, put that away. There we go. Right, so this person
My stock is limited.
here
Buy now.
will sell you a fighter for 100 gold. And we got 2. Let's throw that one away and buy another one. Another 2. Okay. That's all the gold we've got at the moment, so we're okay. We can run. We're light enough to run. Anchor is nervous. Indeed. Indeed. It's easy to get mobbed in this place if you go in a bit too recklessly. There's too many. I suppose they would be classed as medium mobs here, but that's pretty high for us. Right, back to our stuff. You saw that guy with the mace who took away a lot of my life. This dream does snort, legally not spice. Why does every bugger ignore it? You can easily die encumbered here, yeah. So I'm happy that I've got rid of enough weight that I'm not encumbered at all, even with my friend in my pocket. Right, then come down here, and there is our campfires. Okay. Right. Unfortunately, it's still a level 2. I would have really liked a level 6. We might go back and try and get more if we can get some more gold coins. But they start off with 924 HP, which is not too bad. Essentially, it's an agility fighter. It's only got 7 points in agility. Oh, it's got a lot of points in grit, or a high chance to go in grit, which will be good. Vitality 65%, so not great. Is there any trees around here? There's trees across there. But where's the weapon? We'll give him, I think we'll give him the steel warhammer. There you go. I don't think we'll use that cutlass, it's only 20. I'll probably give him my heavy tacet as well. Give him some of the armour. We're going to need to get him a set of armour now. Conan's not all brute force, there's a lot of strategy involved, indeed. This is like to do the stone dagger backflip to enter the water. Makes it more so you do it backwards and do that roll backwards that way. Still uses stamina, but it gets you moving more than the normal stamina. Right, let's pick up my stuff. I really want to get him some food, so we'll go across the other side of the beach and get. Let's pick up one of these campfires. Take all my stuff. Take all, that would be quicker. I'll leave that campfire there. Follow me. Press the block button with daggers, not roll backflips. Okay, let me just check that. The block button. Ah, okay, that one. Oh, I put my daggers away because I went into the water. There's them swimming across the water. Why do they not always swim? So you can do that even when you're encumbered. Right. Give me some wood. Put my campfire down again. Let's get some meat cooked. For him and me. I'll put the coarse leggings on just to cover me up. So I've down to 2 pieces of armour now. We need to get some more armour. We need to get geared up. What we need to do now. But we're only a couple of ways from 10 o'clock, so that looks like a good place to stop. We've where did we start off? We start off running the sorceress cave again to get some new tools and weapons, and got our nice axe. Then we headed to Sepermeru to check some chests, got some more money, get some more stuff out of the chests there, and get our corruption cleansed. And then we've run all the way across from the far west of the map to the far east of the map to go to Flotsam to pick up our new friend. Unfortunately, it's only a level 2. We'll maybe try and get some more gold and then see if we can go again and get a level 3. But first of all, we're going to start leveling him up and getting some gear for it. But that's 2 episodes down, 4 hours in. What are we? We're level 20 and we're still alive. So that's got to be a good thing. Thank you everybody who's joined us tonight on stream. Thanks for everybody in the chat. As always, it's great to chat with you. That's really the point of this whole stream, is just to chat live with you guys. Thanks everybody who's lurking in the background. It's all good. It's nice to have you here. Hope you all have a good what's left of your weekend. Have a great week going forward, and hopefully we'll see you back here next Sunday for more of the same. Okay, bye now.